What's up, guys? Hey, welcome to the Maul tribute run. My name is Wild Basis, and you can call me Basis. Pretty simple, yeah. All right, let's get to it. All right, something you're gonna need engineering at 200, large volume charge, invisibility pot, food and water. Highly recommend to get improved feign death, cause trust me, you might just need it. Okay, first thing, scattershot this guy. Easy, right? Jump on this ledge, as you can see. It's a little tricky to jump on there, but you'll get it. Okay. Alright, and by the way, we're just going to zoom kind of fast. Alright, next, you're going to send your pet to the blue, to the red. In that order, okay? I like to heal up, get it going, and all that. So, here's a little problem. If you have 8 out of 8, it just pulls aggro. Don't do it. Use, like, green and gray items. Okay, watch out for this dog. Sometimes you got to scattershot it because it will pull aggro. Easy, though. Here you feign death, right? And then you grab this Gordok key in the chest. Here I personally rezzed my pet here, fed him, healed him up a little bit. Because the next part we can kind of do one quicker speed. But scatter shot this guy because it's not going to aggro. Then you're going to need to jump onto this little ledge. Easy. And I usually sit here till I exit combat. So I don't have to feign death and have it ready on cooldown. Now these guys I absolutely hate. They suck. They're easy to kill, but they're just annoying because you have to kill them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Alright, so let's keep an eye out for those. Next up, see, just mark the blue circle here. And then we're going to target him first, and then target this guy next with our pet. Because we're going to send our pet back that way. And luckily, we found the eye right here. Just go ahead and kill it. On the way down. Easy. Alright, I feign death in this little cubby right here. If your pet dies, you got to res it again. Feed it, heal it, yada yada, take care of it. His name's Bakito, by the way. Alright, next up, you're going to hit that first orc, then send it to the next one. Feign death in this little cubby. Easy enough. Heal up, everything. Now, the next part we got coming up is we got to kill these bugs. You don't have to, but I like to. So, the biggest trick we're going to use here is an explosives trap. And we're going to do it twice. I'm going to slow the clip down just so I can show you guys. So I send the pet in, then put it back on passive in the stay position back here. Alright, I have an explosive trap laid down, but the cool thing you can do is keep your pet on passive, feign death, and then quickly press your explosive trap again. And then you'll have 2 explosive traps, and these bugs should be pretty easy to kill. And don't forget to loot them because sometimes they drop greens or something. Whatever. Alright, here we got guard slip kick. Yeah, he just patrols around these bottom of the stairs a lot. He's pretty easy to avoid, but you just got to keep an eye out because he has a huge aggro range and all of that, okay? Sometimes you can frost trap him in there too if you are selling the buffs, but we'll talk about that later. Alright, and luckily we found the next eye right there. Okay, at this part, there's 2 guards, and I'm going to slow this clip down too. One on the left, one on the right. They're 2 reavers. We're going to have to scatter shot the close one, as you can see. We're going to scatter shot him. And we're going to concussive shot the far one. And you got to do it quick succession. If not, you'll get dazed and probably, you'll die. All right. And then right by this staircase, we need you to feign death. Make sure you still have aspect cheetah on. And this is where the invisibility pot comes into play. So I can't invisible pot now, but as soon as the slip kick goes right back around that corner, we're good. And then we're going to stop right here on this platform. Now right here we're going to use, I use a frost trap and I put it right at the top of the ramps because we're going to pull the reaver, as you see I have targeted, and also the second pack to the right. We're going to target both those reavers and then put our pack down the ramp. Right there, use your large volume charge, feign death in this hallway, pretty easy. I kind of wait until the frost trap and all the mobs get off of it because if they still are on the trap when you come up from feign death, you'll pull it. Alright, next up, put your pet in the back hallway. I'm going to slow this clip down too for you. So your pet's in the back hallway. Make sure you line of sight it around that corner so then all the mobs will go chase it that way. And luckily I got the debuff instead of my pet. So what I do here is a little trick is I call my pet again. Send it on Captain Crown Crush and then send him back to the pack that we just pulled. So it's 2 pulls in 1. And sometimes your pet despawns just like now, if you do it correctly or do it good enough, which you'll learn. And then I feign death in this little cubby, right? Alright, so we'll speed it back up. Easy mode. Alright, here we're going to send our pet to this captain closest to us, to the captain on the other side. Right, and they were gone. So make sure you hang the left side, as you can see, because you just saw those dogs all in the middle. You don't want to pull. And then We have a pack of 3 dogs, which is just targeted with the skull, right? Sometimes you, like, if you're really good at this, you don't have to kill them, but to play very safe, just kill them. And you kind of can just kite them around this little circle as you're about to see me do, because you don't want them to hit you. They hit so hard. But I have full tier 2, so I kind of down them pretty easy. And they also drop loot. And if you're a skinner, you can skin them, so you get that, you know. Alright, so next step. You're going to call all the way up here, as you can see me doing. Here we're going to use our pet to pull the bosses via Eye of the Beast. Okay, so pretty simple here. And make sure you have good mana. I didn't, but I'm comfortable with doing this. So Eye of the Beast, I sprint. You don't have to, but jump on this ledge. I try to tag both bosses, just so they both develop aggro. Because when you call your pet, you're going to need to heal it, because it's going to take a couple shots. Alright, and now the fun part begins of the run. So we're killing the boss. Now, however, the tough part is we need to drain this guy's mana right here with Viper Sting. And you're either going to have a shaman, a priest, or a mage. It doesn't matter who you have, you just have to drain their mana. Because they're going to cast, they all have damage spells from afar. Depending on which one you get, they can kill you a little bit faster. So when you're Viper Stinging it, make sure you line of sight behind these pillars. I kind of sped this clip up a little bit because I took too long. I'm just going to be honest. I kind of suck. So, but it's okay. All right. So make sure you keep Viper Stinging, line of sight around. So be careful here. Sometimes the shaman places a little totem, as you can see, and you don't want to get close because it'll pull aggro on you and then mess up like the rotation pattern, which happens sometimes because I'm bad, but it's okay. So yeah, just keep faint deathing around this corner. I kind of sometimes I have to hop off because I get tagged or it just happens. It's hard to explain, but so here's a little trick too, is where you can do is send your pet towards the core dog and he'll charge back at your pet, so you get more time to do attacks on the main boss, which is who we want to kill. We don't want to kill the blue guy, by the way, because if you do that, you'll lose more loot, which is the whole point of doing this run. So now I got it at the phase where it's pretty easy rotation. I think they stay on path for the most part the rest of the run. He gets a little bit ahead, so as you can see, Gordok's not going all the way up again, and that's just my fault for messing up the pathing and everything. And he slows down as he gets more health too, or loses more health, so it kind of throws off the rhythm a little bit, and I kind of still need to work on it. But here we are back at a normal speed. I'm just slowing it down for you. So once you finally get through all that, right, the feigned death and the Viper Stinging, yada yada, make sure that the first thing you do after downing the boss is you loot the boss. Duh. And then you come over here, we're going to talk to Captain Crom Crush again. And we're going to send him peacefully on his way out of here. Because if you don't do that, you're going to lose another loot item in the tribute box again. And the whole point of this run is to get all of those. So after you send Crom Crush away, just hop back up and talk to Mizzle the Crafty. And talk to him twice, because once is the buff. And then the next one's the chest. And voila. You get a bunch of different random items in here. Sometimes mana pots, you get food, which is good for your pet to feed, and water, and yeah. Hey, thanks for checking out the Dire Maul tribute guide. Pretty simple, yeah. I mean, I kind of ran through a little fast, but it's okay. If you have more questions or anything, join my Discord server in the link down below. I'll make a separate video on how to sell the buffs and what you need to sell the buffs here shortly. It's pretty simple, I swear. It's even easier than doing the run itself. But again, if you have more further questions or anything, just comment down below or join my Discord and shoot a message in the Discord and we can figure it out together. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll get that next video to you soon. Don't worry. Well, how could I forget? Alright, just check out this clip. I can't play the audio because, you know, it's just YouTube, live rights, and copy strike, blah, 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 fucking copyright, whatever you want to call it. Just enjoy it, okay? Thanks for still sticking around.
I'm so happy watching, I'm mesmerized by these eyes. I'm so happy watching, I'm mesmerized by these eyes. I'm so happy watching, I'm mesmerized by these eyes. I'm so happy watching.